think this is gonna make a really good tea. Let's go blend it together. What's going on, friends? Welcome back to the Honeystead. My name is Kaylee. If you guys are new here, you all are hanging out at the apothecary with me. Today we have got to blend a delicious tea that's going to support our body, and this tea we're going to serve at our open house. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more because if you are in our area, you are all invited. I'm looking forward to it. There's so many fun things that we are working on this year, and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. But before we get started, I do want to say a special thanks to Birch Living for sponsoring this video. And because sleep is one of my top priorities, I have partnered with Birch Living. Their mattress has really helped me on my health journey. Birch Living mattresses are made from responsibly sourced materials like organic cotton, organic wool, and 100% natural latex. I love the fact that I can go on their website and see the type of sheep that provide the wool for my own mattress. And I know a lot of people question, is your mattress, do you get super hot at night? The wool in that mattress really does help regulate our body temperature. Their mattresses are free from any polyurethane foams, which could cause harmful off-gassing. And they're also free from any fiberglass material, making them GOTS and Green Guard Gold certified. And unlike synthetic mattresses, the wool actually makes them both allergen and mildew resistant. And I know that those are all very important conversations, but let's face it, one of the main questions is it comfortable and was it easy to get? I would say absolutely yes. All I did is I hopped online, I picked out the mattress that both my husband and I agreed upon. It came in the mail rather quickly. I was able to bring it into the house stubbornly without my husband, of course, unboxed it. I will say I did unbox it upside down, which made it a little bit of a cumbersome to flip back over. So don't do what I did. But we were sleeping on it that night. Now with your Birch mattress, it does come with a 100-night free sleep trial. And since I love my Birch mattress, I always look forward to whenever they're offering a sale that I can share with you guys. So Birch is currently offering a President's Day sale, which is live from now until February 30th. You can visit the link down below or the QR code that's on your screen, where you can get 27% off your mattress. Don't forget to use the code BirchPartner27 to take advantage of the sale while it is live. We have got to start blending this tea. I am super excited about it. I think the flavor, it's going to be perfect. I went ahead and pulled a handful of herbs. This blend, I want it to be delicious. I also want it to be warming because it's a little bit chilly outside. And then I also want it to be just extremely nourishing. So some of the herbs that we got are oat tops. Now this is the tops of the actual oat. I do grow oats here on our farm, and I use the oat tops. I will use the straw. I do have some dried straw already up there, but I think the tops make it look really pretty, and you can have them dried. You can also have them in a fresh form if you go ahead and you harvest them prematurely. I make that into a tincture, and that's what I use for my nervous system as a tonic. It is a lovely nerve tonic. Then I have a little bit of rose, which rose is it's a really beautiful addition to a tea, but it's also full of antioxidants. So good for your heart, good for your mind, all of that. Same thing, rose hips. These are the hips. I think that they're beautiful. It's another wonderful herb that is packed full of antioxidants. And then we have rooibos. I really do enjoy a rooibos. I think it tastes delicious. What I like about rooibos is that it's gonna help your body be able to adapt to all of the crazy things that life throws at you, whether that is stress, whether that is weather change, like it can be sunny and warm and then freezing cold. Well, what happens is when your body goes through different changes, it can kind of throw you off a little bit. And this herb will kind of help maintain that balance. Plus it tastes really good. Then we have spearmint. You could use peppermint instead. Peppermint tends to be a little bit spicier. I think spearmint tastes like spearmint gum. If you've ever had that bubble gum, it's that sweet type of mint, and it's really soothing to your digestive system. Then we have hibiscus, and not only does it offer more color, again, it is packed full of antioxidants, really good for your cardiovascular system. It's also very cooling, which I know, like I'm getting ready to talk about a hot herb, which is ginger. I'm gonna add a little bit of ginger into it. I think that flavor, I'm kind of excited. I think this is gonna taste really good. I know I wouldn't normally do the ginger and the hibiscus together. That wouldn't be my preference, but it's gonna taste good. But ginger is warming. Again, great for your stomach, great for warming your body up. We're just gonna do a little bit of the ginger, not a whole lot. And then the last wonderful herb that we are going to add in is calendula. Now calendula, bright sunny flower. This is probably my favorite, one of my favorite herbs. I've got so many, I've got so many favorite. But this one is really helpful for your digestive system. So if your gut's not quite healthy, this one tends to mend the gut. That action that we're looking for is called vulnerary. So if you're wanting to do some more research about what calendula has to offer, it is quite a bit. So I'm gonna arrange these by flavor, and what I'm gonna, actually, you know what, we're gonna do this. We'll start on this end. This is the least bit that we're gonna add in to the most bit. The main action I want to be nourishing to your nervous system, as well as I want that adaptogen. I want the flavor of the spearmint. I want a good bit of calendula. I think this is gonna be the order. When I go to blend up a tea, I look at a few different things. One, flavor. Flavor is probably the biggest things that I look at. I also look at what the herbs are doing. I don't want to necessarily make the tea taste horrible, and I obviously want to focus on the primary herbs, which these would be the primary herbs. Actually, yeah, these would be primary, these would be secondary, and these are also going to offer a little bit, but I'm not going to add as much, mainly because rose and ginger are very strong in flavor. So if I would add equal parts of all of, you know, these together, I don't think it would taste very good. So how I'm gonna do this is I would probably do equal parts. So 1 part of the oats, rooibos, spearmint, and calendula. I would do a 1/2 part of the rose hips and the hibiscus. And then I would do a quarter part of the rose petals and the ginger. That can be, and I might make a big batch of this because we're gonna have quite a bit of people at this open house. I adjusted my camera, so hopefully you can see how beautiful this blend is. But we're going to go ahead and do, I might actually double this recipe up, maybe even triple it, to be honest with you. So we're gonna do, let's do 2 parts. This is gonna be 2 parts of the oat tops. gonna do 2 parts of the rooibos. Anything extra that likes to jump in and volunteer itself, I just say okay. And this is a very rough formula. I'm totally fine if it is not 100% accurate, because we are just gonna sip and enjoy it. And then the same thing, 2 parts, which is, it's gonna be 2 cups. So that is what I'm using as my main part, is a cup. So 2 parts of the spearmint. Oh, that smells so beautiful. Now, because I was gonna go ahead and do a half a part of the calendula, I'm gonna just do 1 cup of the calendula. Now, I'm making enough because we are gonna be really enjoying this. But I love how the calendula looks, and it is so good for your belly. So good for your belly. And same thing, 1 part of the rose hip. Guys, look how gorgeous this looks. Like, I'm trying to make it pretty, but I got a small bowl. I probably should have started with a bigger bowl. Now, because I went ahead and doubled my batch, a quarter would be roughly half in this recipe because it's doubled. So I'm going to add a half a cup of ginger, and I might actually go a little light with this just because I know how ginger is, it's a little strong. So I might just do a little under a half a cup, but it smells so delicious. I'm trying to make it pretty. And then the same thing for the rose. And I'm okay actually doing a whole like half cup, but oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? Like, oh. This is some beautiful herbal tea art. Now I'm just gonna start mixing it. I'm trying not to make a huge mess, but you don't have to do anything fancy here. You can literally just, throw it in another bowl if you want, or just do what I'm doing. This is all gonna go into a large jar, because we are gonna take it with us to this open house. I'm really excited about this open house. We've got a lot of people that are going to be coming. The one thing that I'm really pumped about with this open house is that we're going to actually have your own tea bar there that you can blend your own teas. We're also going to have a whole Epsom salt bar. There's going to be so much, but I am really excited to start talking about all of the future workshops that we're going to be having. And then also sharing like all the other people that are going to come and enjoy and offer their knowledge as well. All that's left to do is to brew a cup before I go ahead and put it in my jar. I want to make sure to taste it. I think this is going to be absolutely delicious. Then as soon as it goes into the jar, I'm going to label it with all of the ingredients, everything that we put in here. And I'll also write down the recipe that you guys could take and make this for yourself. But I think as a total wellness type of tea, this is not only really good for your adrenals, it's also good for your nervous system, it's also good for your digestive system. But overall, I think that this is going to be a lovely tea for overall health. Now, when it comes to medicinal herbs, it's always important to do your own research and make sure that each herb is right for the individual. Now, you might have caught this in one of my last videos or read it in one of the recent newsletters that I share out every week on my website. If you want to follow that, I will put the link down below in the description that you can go and check out and see all the things that we're doing between speaking events and workshops. A lot is coming this year, but I'm partnering with one of our local farmers here in our county who has a beautiful winery. We're also going to be offering workshops as well as creating a space where people can share what they're passionate about and their knowledge, whether that is beekeeping, whether that's herbalism, whether that's food, nutrition, cooking, gardening. This is something that we have been excited to share with you guys, and we've been working on it for a couple of months now. But the open house is this Friday from 4 to 7. I will put all the information down below. We currently have a wellness subscription box that's going out monthly, as well as some skincare product. We are also going to be offering some tea blends here in the near future and many other things that is to come. But this is going to be something that I'm really excited about. I'm excited to create a space that we can bring people up and give them a place to offer what they love, what they're passionate about. We are also going to be offering some online content and taking some of our workshops and making them virtual as well. So this is all things that we will be rolling out here in the near future. But I did want to make sure to extend that invite to anybody who might possibly be able to come, and I'm excited. This is going to be a blast. I think this tea is going to taste absolutely delicious. Thank you guys for coming along with me and blending this lovely tea. I'll make sure to put the recipe down below that you guys can go ahead and recreate it for yourself. And as always, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old. Bye guys.